Hi, I'm Brent Stafford, and this is RegWatch by RegulatorWatch.com. It's June 20th, 2018, and joining us today is Sean Hall, spokesperson for the BC Salmon Farmers Association. Sean, how are you doing?
I'm well. So we've just received this decision today, and we're still reviewing it. The change in consultation and engagement requirement appears to be significant. We haven't been involved in discussions about the change, nor will we ask for any feedback on how it might impact our members. So we need some time to consider it before commenting very much on it. What I would say is that salmon farming in BC is important. It's a $1.5 billion industry supporting 6,600 jobs. And that respectful engagement with First Nations and communities along the coast where we operate is critically important.
So let me ask you this. It appears that the I don't want to say it's a compromise, but what they've done is they've come out and they've said, look, we're not canceling these 20 fish farm tenures. What we are doing is we're going to put them on a month-to-month renewal basis for 4 years up until 2022. And that at that time is also when the DFOs, the majority of their licenses are also going to come up. So it seems like it's 2022 is kind of like the big deadline. So in a way, is not what happening here really kind of a 4-year eviction notice for several of the farms that are in contested areas?
Well, it's not uncommon for provincial land tenures to move to a month-to-month renewal when they expire while consultation and engagement is still going on. So that's not a surprise. There's provisions for that in the Land Act that allow for dialogue to continue past the deadline if needed. And in fact, that happened the last time around with these farms. Their tenures expired at different times. They all went to month for up to 5 years as consultation and engagement proceeded, and then we're all tenured for 5 years, going back 5 years from now, at the same time once that was complete. Our members have agreements with 20 First Nations today, such that 78% of the salmon that's harvested by our members is produced in partnership with the First Nations. So respectful engagement with First Nations and communities is critically important, and something that we value in salmon farming in BC. As for the change in consultation and engagement requirements, that's certainly significant. We haven't been involved in discussions about it and weren't asked for feedback on how it might impact our members. So we're just reviewing that now, and we need some more time to consider that before commenting further.
Right, and I know that yesterday with some of the coverage I was coming out of the Vancouver Sun and the Globe and Mail was basically saying that it was looking like First Nations were going to have a veto over the tenures in 2022. But coming from out of the presser today, it seems that the minister was very forceful in saying that they don't have a veto, and word for word is that they're trying to build a framework. So it feels like it might be a win for the BC salmon farmers.
Well, we've just received the decision, so we're still reviewing it and how it might impact our members, so we need some time to consider it.
So is it too soon to say, though, that it's good news or bad news?
Well, we've just received the decision. We're still reviewing it.
One of the things that after our coverage here in our Salmon Wars series that we've done, there was a lot of concern on both emotionally and rationally, because people can have rational concerns expressed emotionally with regard to disease, obviously. And what we get out of this decision today is, I would say, a pretty definitive result in my mind that there cannot be something that wrong with salmon farming if even at this point, with this apparent so much public discontent with the practice, and it's an NDP government that is, is sharing power with the Greens. If they aren't going to kill fish farming, and if they can't find a good enough reason to do it, then there isn't one there.
There's been an awful lot of important research done into the interactions between farmed and wild fish, and there's been no direct link found between farmed fish and a negative impact on the health of wild fish.
Well, Sean Hall, thank you very much for joining us today on RegWatch. We've enjoyed covering the issue and hope to do much more.
Right on.